What's going on, guys? Bravado here, and in this video I'm going to teach you guys a very aggressive playstyle and the loadout to use for it. Before we go any further, if you like content like this or find this helpful or informative, feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications so you'll never miss another upload by me ever again. I'm closing in on 200 subscribers, so it'll mean a lot to me if y'all hit that sub button. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. For this aggressive playstyle, it is going to be a two-gun loadout of a shotgun and an SMG. The shotgun, you can use either the combat shotgun or the gatekeeper shotgun. But for this, I'd rather you prefer the gatekeeper shotgun because I found it way more damage. It's way faster time to kill, and it's great for cleaning up whatever damage you didn't get on your opponent really fast. Here are the attachments that I use for the gatekeeper shotgun on screen right now. If you don't have these attachments on the gun, it's no big deal. You can always get them from like bunkers or finding a player with that shotgun with the attachments. But I'd recommend using the gatekeeper shotgun because it is far better than combat in my opinion. And then for our SMG, we'll be using the Thunderburst SMG. The Thunderburst SMG is a really good burst weapon, and with the right build, you can hip fire and be deadly accurate with it with no bloom to worry about. Here are the attachments on screen for the Thunderburst SMG. So the main strat with the Thunderburst with this two-gun loadout is use the Thunderburst SMG to get opening tags, get as much damage as you can, and then you just rush in with the shotgun to clean them up. So I call this, like, I've seen like other players like Zaraxis use this like playstyle, but I call this the Blitzkrieg loadout, or aka Lightning War in German. Basically, a swift and intense battle, well, swift and intense victory with a quick battle. So, like, the main way to make this loadout work is you have to be very accurate, and you gotta be able to finish the fight very quickly and open the fight just as fast. To make this aggressive playstyle way more viable, you're gonna need a lot of mobility. The main mobility I recommend you get is Nitro. Nitro basically makes you move a lot faster because it gives you infinite sprint, and basically you have no footsteps, so the enemy players will not see you coming if they have visualized audio. If they don't see you, they won't know you're approaching them. So Nitro is vital to this, to making this loadout a lot more optimal. And there's two other ways to get Nitro. You can get from the Nitro splashes, those like canisters you find across the map, like the fire rings. But the best way is you get that Nitro medallion from Brutal Beachhead. I would try to go for this, but the risk is a lot of players do land at Brutal Beachhead and they do fight for that medallion. So you gotta keep that in mind, that a lot of players will be going for it. But there's also, you can find Nitro like other areas across the map. I've obviously been landing at Classic Courts, and I've been always getting full Nitro, like it was guaranteed. I've been able to win off my off-spawn fights, but when I go to Brutal, I just die early, dude. It sucks. But Nitro is very effective for this, and really good to help out with this loadout. And for this aggressive Blitzkrieg playstyle, you're going to need a second mobility, which I highly recommend. Either I would say use Shockwaves or the Nitro Fists. I'd say use probably either the Shockwaves for the good mobility, good distance you can cover, but also the Nitro Fists are really good as well for offense if necessary, but also for like getting some damage if they're camping. Like, for example, like if you're near them, you want to like juke them out and they're just chilling in the corner, you can uppercut it, get some free damage in. Or like very good for mobility as well to like reposition. So honestly, if I have to choose either Shockwaves or Nitro Fist, I'm gonna go with Nitro Fist for its feel like it's better mobility because like you can control it better than a Shockwave, if you know what I'm saying. So I'd rather use Nitro Fists instead, but both are very viable to use. And in the event things don't go your way or you want to be more aggressive, I recommend always taking heals. The heals I prefer is the Flowberry Fizz because it heals like 5 shield per use. Well, it's 100 and just every second you get 5 shield. But also it could be used to like give you the low gravity effect for better mobility and to better throw off your opponents in this aggressive loadout. And combined with Shockwaves and like the Nitro, like the Nitro Fist, not Nitro Fist, the Nitro Hoops, Rings of Fire, whatever the hell you want to call them, that it will make you travel a lot further distance, like really, really far. So you really can catch people off guard. So If I'm taking heals, I'm taking the Flowberry Fizz. However, there are some downsides to this aggressive loadout. Some of them being that it requires good precision to finish fights fairly quickly, because if you're taking a lot of fights, the more likely you are to get third-partied by another player, so you have to keep that in mind that you may get third-partied. The second downside is the main way to optimize this loadout is mobility items. And if you don't have much mobility items, the loadout will not be as effective. So you got to make sure you're always stocked up on mobility items or near like some mobility to keep your aggressive playstyle and momentum going. The third downside of this is that this is not meant for long range engagements. Since you're running a shotgun and an SMG, you're mainly be at mid to close range. So long range engagements are out of the picture, and if someone fights you at long range, you are going to be at a disadvantage. So you got to keep that in mind. So let's recap. This aggressive playstyle, I call the Blitzkrieg loadout, the Blitzkrieg playstyle, is very fun to run, very aggressive, requires precision and quite a bit of mobility. But you're nearly unstoppable when done correctly. The downsides mainly is that you can't do long range engagements, you need a lot of mobility, you have to finish fights very fast and be precise with your shots. But it is very fun to run. I had a blast running this in ranked, and many people just did not know what to do when encountering this like playstyle, because not many people run it. But it's very fun to use, very fun to run. I recommend you all try this out. But that will wrap up today's video. I appreciate you guys watching until the end. I'm going to play out a few more clips of me running this loadout, just showing you guys how overpowered it is. But once again, if you find content like this helpful or informative, man, feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. There you are. You won't know what hit him. Was that a bad guy? Oh my gosh, I didn't know what hit him.